First time ever on the Second Story Comedy stage. She has become a friend of mine. She has also allowed me into her world on the radio. You may know us as Michael Callahan and Ann Fee, or Ann Fee and Michael Callahan, live from the Art Center of St. Peter on KMSU. The Maverick. Welcome to my radio co-host, my landlord, my boss. I don't know, how what other lordly power do you hold over me, Ann? Please welcome to the stage. Now you're in my realm, Ann. So I'm happy to welcome you to the stage. Welcome, Ann Fee.
Oh my gosh. And I know it's been a while with this venue, but Michael, congratulations on this space.
Oh,
So lovely, such a wonderful addition to downtown St. Peter. And I don't know if all of you are really tracking with like the things going on in downtown St. Peter, but there's a lot. It's like there are new arts and entertainment options just popping up every week, it seems. And that has inspired me. And I'm excited about a new program that I'm getting ready to launch. It's going to be a partnership with either the Redmond Club or the Legion. I'm not quite sure, but I know that that's the right vibe. And the concept is something that nobody else is doing, and I can't believe it because I know that there is a market. What I'm wanting to launch is trauma-informed bingo. And specifically, it's going to be a ladies' event, and the trauma that we're going to provide space for ladies to work through is a couple different tiers. So the first one is like the specific trauma of going into a towny bar, like the Legion or the Redmond Club, and getting like unwanted attention from the unsavory characters in the bar. And then the other, the deeper, like more traumatic kind of trauma that we're going to provide space to work through is for women who've gone into towny bars, spaces like the Redmond Club and the Legion, and gotten no attention. I have not walked in those shoes, so I can't purport to know what it feels like to walk into a space like that and get no attention. But I know that I can hold space for it. Trauma-informed bingo, and just allow women to work through it. Trauma-informed bingo is going to be the main funding source for the new nonprofit that I'm forming, which has like a really similar mission. Roughly, it's like the nonprofit's going to be devoted to helping women who've either received attention or received not enough or no attention, and then wanting to complain about it. That's what we're And the organizational title that I'm working with, it's an acronym. It's Society for Compassionate Resources for Each and Every Clucking Hen of an Overwrought White Lady. So let's screech owl. And we're going to meet at the Legion of the Redmond Club. And I'm not going to have like a dress code, but we are going to have a suggested vibe, you know? Which is pretty much like me right now. So first thing is we're going to suggest athleisure, but in black. So that together that conveys that I might start doing squats at any moment, but I also might start reciting poetry. I don't know. Entirely comfortable. And then the glasses, obviously, the bigger the better. And then the dreadlocks are optional, depending on who you wish to alienate. So that's going to be the vibe. I'm super excited about the merch opportunities. I think they're going to be many and just like real cute. Obviously the organizational name, it references birds, a couple different kinds of birds, like the hens and owls. So initially I was thinking I would go with just like a generic illustration of like a cute, timeless bird, And then a friend of mine suggested, she's like, you might want to check in with like the communities of those different birds and make sure they're okay with representation. She's like a generic bird. And I'm like, okay, it's kind of a heavy lift, but I'll do it. So I did. I reached out found a member of the hen community like willing to chat with me. Talked about what I wanted to do, and sure enough, you know, they were like, actually, hens are not just generic birds, we're like exploited for our labor, you know, and so if we're going to be represented as part of your organization, like we want some kind of specific representation to like give voice to that. And then I did the same thing with the owl community, and it was like almost identical. They were like, no, we're not just generic birds, we're like really focused on like extinction reduction. We want that message to be out there, so if you're going to use our image, we really want to give voice to that. And I'm like, at this point, I'm like, I'm not going to say this to them, but I'm like, you kind of just look the same to me. Like, you're all birds. And if you could, like, I think the fragmentation going on in these communities is not helpful. And if you could just like support each other and get on board with like allowing a generic bird image as the branding, that would be super helpful to the like overwrought white ladies who are just trying to lift everybody up. So that's like, the branding is kind of stalled on that, my organization. But I have been able to make some really exciting logistical progress on trauma-informed bingo. So I'm excited to talk about that. Specifically, I wanted to find a manufacturer for the daubers, or I guess some of you say dabbers, just like me, kind of use the original pronunciation, so daubers. And I wanted to find something that was like environmentally friendly and like biodegradable and ideally local and all that. And I couldn't find a source for that, but I did find a manufacturer who's willing and able to provide daubers that are a synthetic material, and they will leach microplastics into your system. And the microplastics do cause cancer, but the fun, emission-centric news is that the specific kind of cancer they cause is the one that is proven to make the best social media. Targets women, obviously, as it'll be breast cancer, and the engineering is like so precise. It's a breast cancer that just hovers between stage 1 and 2. You know? So it's not going to kill you, so you're not going to get gaunt, you know. But you're also never going to eradicate it. So it's like perfect content for life. And one of the things that we're going to offer at Trauma Informed Bingo is like some coaching for how you want to roll out your cancer news to get like the best possible kind of attention that is specific to like your wants and needs. So like for instance, just for starters, just off the top of my head, I'm thinking we have like 3 different plans that you'll want to choose from in rolling out your cancer news, and we will like coach you along these lines. So the first one is going to be like, if you just want to focus on social media, you know, sort of quick and easy, that's awesome. But what we will coach you to do is wait, just kind of sit on it. So you get your diagnosis, you get to stage 1, you get to stage 2, and then with very minimally invasive procedures, you know, you get knocked back to stage 1. That is when you do your post. So instead of like a sad post that's like, oh, I had cancer, it's like it's a post where you are heroically grateful. You are like, I am so excited and so proud of my amazing care team that we knocked my stage 2 cancer back to stage 1. And then this is totally optional with this kind of strategy, but you can also, like, leading up to that, there is nothing to stop you from getting like a pixie cut or a little bit of a buzz cut. You bleach it platinum blonde, something super cute like that, and then you get it all. You get like, oh my gosh, you're so brave, and oh my gosh, you're so stoic and humble because I didn't know anything about this, and then oh my god, you're also rocking the bald look. Just whatever works for you. And so then the second option that we'll offer in our basic like communication plan would be you're going to hold off on social media. This is a little more long game. You're going to hold off on that for a bit until you've had the chance to get like maximum impact in every interpersonal environment that you're in. So like what that would look like is you've not done anything on social media, but you're hanging around with your girlfriends and you're like you're drinking your seedless mocktails, and you're acknowledging your privilege, and you're doing like some vision board work and things like that. And you're not gonna just like bust it out and announce it, you're gonna get outed. So it's not even your fault. You're gonna like, your phone's gonna make a noise, and like look at the phone and you text, and like you don't wanna be rude, like leaving the social gatherings. You're like, I'm an apology.
I'm gonna go to the restroom, so you do that. I'll give her my card. And do what?
And then the third way, this is not for everybody. This is kind of exotic and sophisticated. It takes a lot of
But I'm gonna
restraint,
go to
a
the
little
restroom,
bit
so.
of elaborate work. This is the strategy that I call conceal and carry. Because what you're gonna do, if you're that person, if you're a person who is just intoxicated by the idea that you are morally superior to like everyone else in the room by your own estimation, what you're gonna wanna do is just hold on to it and not tell anybody. But just walk around with the rock hard confidence of knowing that you could at any moment whip out this news and dominate like any socializing environment. And I'm not like, full disclosure, like I've never been a gun owner, but I would imagine that is exactly the feeling of conceal and carry, walking around knowing that you could just be killing people right and left, but you're not, because you're a fucking saint. So that's it. That's what I'm excited to contribute to the St. Peter Arts and Entertainment community. Trauma-informed bingo. I hope to see you all there. That's been my time. Thanks.